So we just landed back in the United States after 15 months of traveling and traveled mostly with just this backpack. And I wrote a few blog posts about minimalist packing and all the stuff that I brought and the things that I used, so I thought it would be fun to unpack my backpack of all the things that I've managed to acquire while traveling for 15 months, because I think it's really impressive that it all fit in this backpack. We did ship a few. We came back to the United States a couple times, saw friends and family, and just were able to otherwise ship things. So some of it we got rid of earlier, but for the most part, this is just a bunch of stuff that I managed to acquire. So I'm going to go through everything that I currently have, and this is kind of like how I ended up with my packing. So I right now have 2 official backpacks, a plastic bag, and a purse, and I was able to fly with all this stuff because the big backpack was checked. This is my personal item, and this just like clips on or whatever. So it worked out. Purse purchased in Greece, in Paros. Inside it, I have a new planner, which I got from Copenhagen. It is in Danish. I have this headband, which I was going to wear to a wedding that I didn't end up wearing. I have my Lattes and Runways branded beer koozie, and a pair of sunglasses that I bought in where did I buy these? In Egypt. And then I have chapstick, because I have chapstick in every bag. A plastic spoon, because never try to avoid using single-use plastics. And that's all I have in there. Also the clothes I'm wearing, black long sleeve, like comfy pants. I also have a tank top that I bought at Disneyland Paris, and then a cami underneath that. So all this clothes was also part of the travel package. So then clipped on the outside, Disney bag, clipped with a carabiner. I have 3 of these, and I use them for everything. So carabiners, must-have travel item. Alright, inside this bag is my jeans, because I wore these on the plane, and then I wanted to change into comfy pants, and then I changed on the plane, so just threw them in here really quickly. I got this hat from Disneyland Paris. It's like a little summer hat. It's got like Tinkerbell and like watermelons on it. So it's Disneyland Paris on the back. And I got my Cubs hat, which I've been traveling with the whole time. And it's usually just clipped like on the outside of my bag, but since I had 2 hats, I put it in this bag. And then I have a black dress that I bought for a wedding, 2 weddings. I bought it in Italy, and I wore it to a wedding in Spain and a wedding in France. Okay, so then I have this backpack. This I bought on Amazon for like $15. I bought it at the beginning of the trip, and then that one lasted until March, so for like 9 months, and then it started to like come apart at the top. But I bought the same one again, and I repurchased the same one because it's a really great backpack. It's like water resistant. It collapses and folds up, and it's only like this big, and it's just a really great cheap backpack. It's like a perfect day bag, so I don't regret not getting like a fancier like Osprey day bag or anything. On the outside I have a keychain from a friend's birthday party in London, and over here I have a lint truffle from a recent Lufthansa flight. Okay, so inside I have a pen, because I like to have a pen in my day bag for like flights and stuff, so I can fill out customs. And then I have this really cute cannoli magnet. I have 2 of these, one's for me and one's for my mom. And then in the middle pocket, I have my passport and recent ticket. Love my passport, it's my most valuable possession. I have a Kindle phone cord, 2 antibacterial bottles, which I actually just picked up. This was not from travel. Should have had it while traveling. Okay. And then inside the big one, I have this like amenity kit that I recently got on our flight home. And inside is all my plane stuff that I didn't throw away. So I have, or that I didn't take out. So I have a phone charger, computer charger, nail file, and then the converter, which is set to UK right now. And then the stuff from the amenity kit, which is like a toothbrush, and like a eye mask, and just wasn't a very good amenity kit, but it's in this cute little like heart-shaped guy, and it's plaid inside because it was Oktoberfest themed. Sorry. And then I have headphones. And I have this little zipper pouch. I started off with 3 of these. I thought I would use them a lot more than I did. I really only use this one. Inside, I have this cute little magnet from Shawin, Morocco. I have a pair of double-pronged headphones, like the ones with the 2 plugs, like you have on an airplane. I had them on a flight once. I thought there was a chance I would need them again. A little like ring to like hold your phone up. I have a sewing kit, which I've used actually a bunch. And then I have transit cards from pretty much everywhere. So I have a transit card from, oh, this was recent. This is Madrid, New York, Sydney, Melbourne, Dubai, London, Ritz-Carlton room key, annual pass holder card for Walt Disney World, and then 2 Disneyland park tickets. So that doesn't really sum up our trip. I don't know what it is. Alright, then I have my wedding ring boxes that I actually just got back. When we flew in, we stopped at Kenny's parents' house, and they have been keeping my ring in their safe, so I finally got that back. I have a pair of shoes, like sandals, that I bought in Greece. I have my liquids bag, which I'm going to go through in a second. A pair of socks. A pair of Nike shorts, which I have really loved. And I have, naturally, like every backpacker, a pair of Christian Louboutin shoes that I purchased for a wedding. And I think also in here is a pair of tights and a necklace. The necklace is from the Disney store. It's like a villain's necklace that has like a sword with a through the heart, which I thought was really appropriate to wear to these 2 weddings. Like a refreshing towelette. That's from iPad from a million years ago that stayed with us this entire trip and still works. And then I have 2 small gifts for people. This top little zipper pouch, so like little, it's like a little nativity scene carved out of olive wood. It's really pretty actually, that we got for family. And okay, so my liquids bag, I have 2 jars of honey. They were handmade from my friend's husband. It was the favorite at their wedding in France. I have sunblock, which I purchased for $1 million in, I'm just kidding, it was like 20, in Santorini. I have a little free sample of Marc Jacobs perfume that I got as a gift for my brother's wedding. Shampoo. I have a like an eye cream from a flight. Small thing of lotion from Walt Disney World. And then I have this like mud skin mask from the Dead Sea, which I purchased as a gift for my friend. And that's all those in this little bag. Okay, now we got this guy. side, I have plastic bags, Ziploc bags, which I actually use a lot. This top little section, I have some gifts for friends. This cute little bar of handmade soap from Greece. I have Dead Sea salts, like bath salts. I have this notebook from my friend, hi Karen. She got this notebook in Morocco, and when I left, she wrote me a really sweet note that she writes down one memory from every city. I'm a little behind, but I try to do that too. I write down like my favorite memory from each city we're in. Then I have pen. I think these are earrings. I haven't worn those though. And then I have this really sweet keychain from my mom that she made me before we left, and it says, "Find joy in the journey and mother-daughter forever." So that's pretty cute. But I didn't want to ever break it or lose it, so it's been packed this entire time because I wanted to protect it. I have 2 pens from, I don't know, I think it's from Poland or London, I don't really know. And I have this flower hair clip from Hawaii. Have a TSA approved little lock. Okay, now we go into this middle pouch, which I can really open. So I've been buying t-shirts from around the world. I'm going to make a t-shirt quilt. A lot of t-shirts. So the t-shirts actually are the biggest thing that I get rid of every time I'm like home. So I have this little cute little onesie from Belgium. I have a purse, like a bag from Luxembourg. I have this little pink one from Greece. This one says Catalonia on it, from Barcelona. Italy on one side, Israel on the other side. And then I have Copenhagen, bag from Copenhagen, a bag from Amsterdam. So many bags. Okay, and then I have my ticket for my hotel card for Disneyland Paris. I have this binder, which I'll go through last. It's got like a few important documents and just like things we've collected, but it might be boring stuff at the end. A wedding program for my friend's wedding in France. I don't even know what this is. This is another shirt. This is from Jordan. Okay, and that's all for the front. Then we go into the main compartment. Okay. Have this dress, which I purchased in London at the Shoreditch Market for like £10. And I'm obsessed with it. You probably saw it in every single picture I ever took on this trip. I have this scarf. It's the Lululemon Vinyasa scarf. I really love it. It was mostly wear it as a scarf. You can wear it as like a shirt and like I don't know. It's really versatile. I have a travel towel, which it's like really small. It's like a full-size towel, but I use it a lot more when we're staying in hostels, so definitely need that. This purse I bought in Florence, Italy. Inside it right now, I have another t-shirt from Spain. And then just tissues. Yeah, that's what I got in there. This is like it was like my nice purse to wear to the weddings that we went to. We had 5 weddings. And then I have the North Face jacket, which is the North Face Apex Bionic Shell. This is my favorite jacket. I had it long before this trip, and I'm sure I will have it long after. Have a pair of Nike running shoes that got us through. We ran 3 marathons, 1 half marathon, and probably like 100 miles training. We didn't train that much. Actually, we'll just talk shoes right now. So the shoes I wore today on the plane and home were Adidas Superstars in gold. And then I have these Nike running shoes. And then I have these flip-flops. Just Old Navy. I already pointed out the heels. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. And then my fifth and final pair of shoes are my Columbia, just like hiking shoes. They're waterproof. They're really good shoes. Like, I have no complaints. They were like $70 on Amazon. I keep all my shoes in like little shoe bags. I used to have Tom's bags for all of them. I don't know what happened to them. So like, this is like a bag from an airplane amenity kit, and like those were just like shopping bags. But yeah, so my shoes. So that's 5 pairs of shoes, which is ridiculous. And if you didn't notice, 2 baseball hats, and then I have like a sun hat too, which I can't get up right now. But yeah, I have a sun hat. Okay, I have a tripod, like for my phone, and my GoPro. I have my retainers, my teeth, I have a flip belt, which I used to wear a lot, still wear a little, definitely wear it to run, sports bra. Okay, and then inside here I have 2 like packing cubes. This is like odds and ends, and this is just clothes. And then this is my makeup bag. So does all of that fit in this little main compartment? So I realized that I forgot to go through my makeup bag in the original recording, so I'm back to do that. This is my makeup bag. I've used the same bag, I think, full trip. It's from an Emirates flight a while ago. Not part of the trip. Bobby pins on the outside. I have BB cream, which I got the specific one in London at the airport, but I, for the most part, tried to get it every time I was in the US, so I have the same one, but this one's from London. Deodorant. I'm actually highly allergic to most deodorants, so every time I tried to buy deodorant abroad, it didn't work out for me, but I ended up with this one from, I bought it in Greece. It's just Dove, actually, but it's the only time I found like hypoallergenic deodorant abroad. Otherwise, I had to buy deodorant at home in the US and like bring 2 of them with me. Makeup, foundation, toothbrush. Every time I flew a flight, I kept the toothbrush and replaced my own, so I don't think I ever bought a toothbrush because we took a lot of flights. This hairbrush that like bends in half. I really like it. I've gotten similar ones on flights, but that one I don't know where it's from. Mascara, which I pick up. They have the same brand like on the road everywhere. Nail file. The specific one is from the JW Marriott, but I keep them every time we're in hotels. Blush. Blush brush. Floss. Eyeshadow. This is the second different one I've had while traveling. Tweezers. These ones are really cute. My sister-in-law got them for me at her wedding. A little Asian girl. I used to have just plain ones. Bag of bobby pins and these little like bungee hair ties. Another 2 pence, because I keep 2 pences for good luck. And this bar of soap this is from Disney World, but I like to, I can't use face wash because it's a liquid, but, so I try to keep my liquids to a minimum, so I started washing my face with bars of soap. For a while I had actual like face wash soap, which I've started using now because I'm trying to reduce my plastic imprint, so I'm voting to not use plastic containers as much as possible, so I'm trying to use bar soap for my face wash. But on the road I was just using like bar soaps that I got from like hotels and stuff. I didn't have any good ones. This is baby powder, which I put in my hair when I don't shower. I have this little contact lens case. This is my mom's idea. She gave this to me. It's got BB cream on one side and then like self-tanner on the other side. But contact cases are a good way to keep liquids in like small quantities. I have a sample toothpaste, another sewing kit, chapstick. I literally keep a chapstick in every single bag, so I always have some. I have these Tarte primer that I got as a gift. It was like in a gift bag of free samples from my, or not free samples, there's a gift bag of Tarte products for my sister-in-law's wedding. Okay, so inside the odds and ends cube, I have glasses, which I regrettably never wear. I have a packet of bruschetta seasoning mix, which is a present for my friend. She's gonna kill me if it's so smushed, but it's fine. I have biotin in 2 separate containers because I thought it'd be easier in the Tic Tac container, but then they didn't all fit. I have sleeping headphones, which I like a lot. You like to put them around your head so they like lie flat. But they stopped working, but I didn't want to believe they stopped working, so I've been traveling with them for like 6 months, even though I'm pretty sure they're broken. I have a medal from the Copenhagen Half Marathon, where I beat my PR by 11 minutes. It was a great race. I have 2 vegetarian bouillon cubes. I have a power converter. I have a charging block for my phone. I have a GoPro, which I borrowed from my boss. Thanks, Marisa. You're the best. We use this anytime we're underwater, obviously. Inflatable pillow. Shower cap. Magic band for Walt Disney World. A bar of laundry detergent soap, converter for USB to USB-C for my laptop, coffee business card, pair of white shoelaces for my All-Stars, which I never actually put on. This is a backup packing cube that's just empty. So then I have my sleep sheet, which is kind of like a sleeping bag. But it's just a sheet. It's to so you have your own sheets instead of using dirty sheets on a train or anything like that. I used to use this all the time. Every overnight train we had for the longest time, I used this. But lately I haven't used it quite as much. I have a dry bag, which water can't go in or out of this bag, so we both use it to do laundry and keep the water in, and then we use it when we're swimming to keep our stuff with us, and then it doesn't get wet. I have a Pen, which is supposed to use UV light to treat water. We used it once. I have another Lattes and Runways koozie. 2 packets of chili mix and laundry detergent. And then I have this little zipper pouch of odds and ends. And inside that, I have a pair of scissors. Actually, I had another pair of scissors that got confiscated in, I guess Dubai airport. So, I have a little empty spray bottle. I used to use it for water when I was doing my hair. Chapstick, headphones, a disposable razor, padlock, 2 bands from Alani and Marathon, and my other cannoli magnet. And I have this little tin from Walt Disney World, Tokyo Disney Sea. Inside it, I have some hair ties, 4 hair ties, a carabiner, a bracelet from Greece, a bracelet from Bethlehem, another sewing kit, a little bungee cord, and I have this little tin, and inside it is soap sheets. So like wash your hands and stuff. Not the ones I made. I have made soap sheets, and those used to be in there, but then I ran out. So these soap sheets were a wedding gift. And then I also have this bracelet that I bought in Palestine. Okay. Alright, and then we have clothes. Sometimes people see all the clothes that I have and they're like, I don't believe that fit in your backpack, but all my clothes fit in here, or I'm currently wearing them. Or the odds and ends ones I just showed you. I have a maxi skirt that I purchased in Dubai from the markets for real cheap. I have a Copenhagen half marathon quarter zip. Should I put that on? I have a Alani, you can't see it, it's inside out, but t-shirt from Alani, the Hawaiian Disney resort. I have a pair of running capris, a t-shirt from the Copenhagen half marathon. That was like the running shirt, or the race shirt. I have a t-shirt from Disneyland. I have a t-shirt from it's all inside out, t-shirt from the Shanghai half marathon, or the Shanghai full marathon. And this was like the shirt that I ran in for like the entire trip almost. I have a quarter zip from the Chicago Shamrock Shuffle. Plain gray Madewell t-shirt, which I don't know if you've read anything I've written, but I'm obsessed with Madewell, and these t-shirts are the best. They're super comfortable, super light, they wash up super easily. They take up like no space. A pair of black shorts, just like regular. I think they're like from Target. They're old, and they have like a plain black tank top. And all came out of here. Like, we have so much stuff. Like, people are like, oh, like, don't you wish you had more stuff? I'm like, no, I have too much stuff. Okay, and then this last part is just from the zipper compartment, and it's just like, honestly, a bunch of junk. So I've got my swimsuit top, swimsuit bottom. I have a pair of earplugs, little like pouch thing, pair of slippers that are on a flight, tissues, refreshing towelette from a flight, a lot of flight stuff. These are just like plain socks that I got on a flight. These are my regular socks. I have 3 pairs, one that I'm wearing, 2 extra pairs. These were like basics. I got them 3 for $10 on Amazon, and I ran in them, and I wore them every day for a whole year, and like you can like completely see through them, but they held up the entire year, so that's pretty impressive. I have a pair of tights. Those are not in the box, those are right here. Headband, hair ribbon, comb, 2 more sets of earplugs. There's no reason I should ever not be able to sleep. Another comb, earplugs, Ziploc bags, refreshing towelette, koozie from, or a coaster from Israel, a belt, which I've actually been looking for like the past 2 months, eye mask, pair of underwear. I have 3 pairs of underwear. Here's 2. So I have 3 pairs of underwear. I used to only have 2. I ordered the 3rd pair in March, but they're ex officio, quick dry, antibacterial. They're amazing. I wash them in the sink every day, and I honestly swear by them. They're the best investment. They're like $20 a pair, but they're worth it. Got this headband that I purchased for Hawaii at Forever 21. Eye mask, makeup remover, tissues. That's it. So I promised to go through my binder, which is the paperwork that I've kept with me. paperwork sounds so formal. It's also a lot of like things that I just chose to keep from my trip. This is what I had left for the last 6 months of our trip. We were home in March, and I mailed a lot of the paperwork, or just like things that I'd accumulated or didn't need anymore. I mailed that back to my parents' house, but this is what I had left at the end of the trip. This is just like a cheap, like, it's got like sheet protectors, which if you're traveling, I highly recommend something like this with sheet protectors, because I put a lot of different things in each one, and it keeps it from like getting all messed up in my bag. You could also just use a regular folder, but I thought this was easier for me to access the things I needed. So this folder was intended to help me keep track of important documents, which I'll go through first. And these are all the things that like I brought as like travel related, and I had these with me the entire time. So I have both of our international driver's licenses. That's not what that is. Both of our international driving licenses. You can get these just by going to AAA, paying like $15 if you're a licensed driver in the United States, and then you can get them to drive. And it lists exactly what countries it's good for, but it's a lot. We didn't use them because we don't drive. We didn't think that we needed to. If we went back, we probably would have rented a moped in Vietnam, but we never did, so we never needed these. They're good for a year. Also, you're also, as a driver, expected to know the rules of the road in the country you're driving in, so just having the license isn't good enough. Basically, it's best for if you do get pulled over, you can surrender this instead of surrendering your U.S. driver's license. I actually had a friend get pulled over in France and had her international driver's license, and she was the only one of our friends who had one, so it can work out. These yellow ones actually are our vaccine documentation that proves that we had certain vaccines. We had yellow fever and a couple other ones, yellow fever, typhoid, and meningococcal. So those are the ones we are, and this says when we got it. So this is important if you're traveling anywhere that is flagged for yellow fever. You'll have to prove, if you're traveling from a country that has yellow fever to certain other countries within a certain period of time, you have to prove that you had your vaccine, which we were in Colombia, which is a technical yellow fever country, and some of Asia requires proof. We didn't make that connection between Colombia within the time frame, but it's good to have. I have a checkbook. This is the back of it. In case we need to write any checks. We didn't. We have 2 outdated passports, and these are the passports that we had prior to getting our new passports for this trip. These were the smaller passports. They only had like 10 pages versus 20 pages or whatever that we have. But we booked the Inca Trail on our old passports, so we wanted to be sure to bring those too. We also bring and recommend bringing passport photos. We did need to use these on a couple places where you get visas on arrival, so I do recommend bringing that. And then we also have our global entry card. Also don't need a global entry card physically if you have global entry. So the rest of the stuff is just fun stuff that I've acquired in the past couple months of travel that I wanted to keep. I have this recipe card from a cooking class in Jerusalem. We made shakshuka, or Tel Aviv. We made shakshuka. It's a recipe card. This is from Alani, the Hawaiian resort we went to. I painted Minnie Mouse. Kenny painted Mickey Mouse. And Kenny drew Donald Duck. Also Mickey Mouse. It's not clear. And I drew Donald Duck. That was really fun. If you're at Alani, you should do the art classes. have a this is a tag that I got on a pair of shoes that I bought in Paros. I wanted to remember the company that made them for me, and it was handmadesandalsvicky.com. Highly recommend them. And then this is just a tag from a purse that I bought in Paros. And then I have my bib from the Copenhagen Half Marathon. And I have my bib from Kenny's bib from the Copenhagen Half Marathon. And that's it. So I wanted to do that for two reasons. I first originally talked a lot about how I didn't need any stuff, and then I really have like a ton of stuff. But also because it's fun to compare like what I left with, what I started with. So yeah, thanks for watching. Welcome home.